Hello, Torah community. It's Natan here to share with you some words of Torah for this week's Parsha, Parshat Tzav. Our Parsha in Parshat Tzav starts with the mitzvah of Trumat Hadeshin. Every morning, the Kohen, his first avodah, his first thing he has to do in the Beit HaMikdash is that he comes to the top of the Mizbeach, he takes all the ashes that are there from the korbanot burning the whole night, and he takes them away. Now, this is an interesting mitzvah. First of all, it's interesting because it's basically like taking out the trash. And so why does a Kohen have to do it? It seems like he'd be above that. And secondly, it's interesting because why do we start the day with it? I mean, it's really just cleaning up before the day starts. Why is this the first avodah, the first action, the first mitzvah that the Kohen has to do in his day? And I want to share with you an idea that I heard from Rav Shimshon Raphael Hirsch, who gives beautiful meaning to this mitzvah. And I think it could be something we could take into our own lives. He says there's two aspects of the Trumat Hadeshin. The first is to realize that what we do today is built on the past, and the second is to realize that every day requires a clean slate. What does it mean every day today is built on the past? It means that when the Kohen starts his day, he has to recognize that whatever I do today also is in relation to and built on and connected to whatever happened yesterday. Korbanot I bring today are a continuation of the korban I brought yesterday, the day before. And that applies to our own lives as well, because whatever I do today or this week or this month or in my lifetime is built on whatever happened before me. In the big scale, it's whatever happened in my parents' lives and the choices that they made, or my grandparents, all the way back to the avot and the imot. In a smaller way, it's whatever I did yesterday could impact today, whatever I did last week could impact today, and to realize the power of what you've done in the past or what choices people have made for you to be here today. I think also, just to go with that a little bit further, it's to realize that my actions today will have the power to influence what happens after me. It can happen to me in my future, my family, my kids. For me, it's my students as well. And my actions today will eventually be something that people are building upon in the future. The second thing, though, that Rav Hirsch said is that every day requires a clean slate. We could just leave the ashes there and keep building it up and keep building it up and keep building up the ashes. And yes, eventually we'd have to get rid of it. But the idea of clearing it off is to say that even though there's so much that's happened in the past, every day is a new opportunity to serve Hashem and to do his mitzvot and to be a better person. And I think sometimes, I know I myself, you get bogged down on, well, if yesterday wasn't my best self, so is today going to be any better? And the answer is, of course, it can be. Every day is a brand new slate, a new opportunity to be the best person we want to be. So I hope that we could take these two messages from the Trumat Hadeshin. First of all, to realize that to realize that our present, who we are, is built upon the decisions and the past of the people before us, and to realize that our decisions now can influence the future and people will build upon them. And secondly, to realize that every day is a new opportunity to serve Hashem. Shabbat Shalom.